He said he had to go. I asked him if he'd like the Mets tomorrow or the Braves, and he said he couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes
somebody's looking for it.
I was just going to say, sometimes I think a black van drives by, and he's like, I got to go. Like, no matter what happens, he's like, I got to go, because he knows.
It makes him nervous.
Those are the people. Those are the people that are going to take him. But honestly, to everybody out there, bet against that, man. Some of the things that we talked about tonight that you might have missed. We're talking about some new rules in baseball. If anybody's going to get ejected for spitting, talked about why are there so many Viagra commercials during baseball games. The Commodore would like to see more advertising done in the areas around the field and stadium to charitable organizations to sort of help out during this pandemic. But much to his chagrin, he will not be happy when he finds out that there will be digitalized advertising in this year's baseball season in places like center field, but they're going to be for larger companies like Chevrolet and Budweiser. So good luck getting a charity involved there when you got big money on the board like that. We also had the Chinese bookie come in and jinx the Yankees tonight. Thanks a lot for that, you rat bastard. A lot of people chimed in. Gio Bono said, please stop that bookie. And I completely agree. We were accused of being degenerate gamblers because we tried to define a parlay. And now here I am with the Commodore, about 7 minutes left in the broadcast. And inching closer to the first pitch of the New York Yankees season. And, we're going to see a lot tonight, Commodore, but let's break down a little simple question here. Who will be the first player in Major League Baseball this season to hit a home run?
Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, Mr. I'm no good in any time of clutch time, right? So he'll come in, and that's a good one. The guy would hit a home run when it doesn't matter.
It's not clutch time.
That's a good one. I like that.
But listen, that's a good one. All right. 7 minutes left, Dan. I want to come back to something close to our hearts locally. Little League District 24 manager Frank Cambria reports that everything is going great. The kids are playing, having a great time. They're getting some very important time in, some normalcy in their lives. Parents are following the protocols, which is fantastic, he said. The combination of kids out of the house having fun and the parents following the safety rules is a win-win for all. What could have been a total disaster, he claims, of a summer is turning into a very special summer.
Oh, excellent reporting. I also heard that Frank Cambria is a soccer player.
Well, I hear he was involved. We know people on the Commodore that he was involved in Silver Lake soccer at one time too. So he's a good man. He's a hard worker. I'm sure for his family and his community. Congratulations, Frank. Keep up the good work. And to all of the Little Leagues on Staten Island for doing so. On the local end, the rest of the local end, Dan, you know it, and I know it, and they know it. They postponed fall sports till 9/21. They're going to make a decision. Keep your fingers crossed. There's no news from up on the hill at Wagner College. Some divisions in the NCAA have already bailed or changed their travel plans, very much like Major League Baseball, who have this schedule over here that AL East plays NL East and nobody travels, and no major league, no team like the Yankees are not going to face anybody from the West or the Central unless they make the playoffs. And I heard a rumor today that they're looking, after this season has started, they're talking about expanding the playoffs from 10 to 16 teams.
Well, I tell you, it seems that they could do whatever they want this year. It's kind of like when you go out and you play wiffle ball with your friends and they make up the rules as the game progresses. By the way, more teams can be in the playoffs this year. And,
exactly.
You do whatever you want. Because
that's actually a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's a great thing. Now, listen, there are some questions from our fans, though, just to backtrack a little bit here as we're approaching closer to the first pitch in Major League Baseball this season. So we have Pete Quinn comes in and says, I'll put this quote up on the screen. He says, DJ leads off with a bomb tonight, of course, referring to DJ LeMahieu. Chris Russo comes in and says he doesn't think that DJ is starting tonight for some reason. Now, we have the absolute worst statisticians in the history of sports reporting.
Well, I'm going to go with PQ on this one. Russo may have been out in the sun a little bit today.
Okay. So you're saying that DJ LeMahieu is in the starting lineup tonight and he is leading off?
If that's what PQ says, I'm going with it. I don't have a newsroom over here that I could verify that. And you're always talking about my studio. When are we going to do a show together? I mean, you're in that room and I'm in this room. What are we?
Let's keep it that way, Commodore.
None of a bitch. But anyhow, just a couple of other quick points, Dan. Did you hear today? Finally, somebody set up about Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. September 12th for exhibition. Exhibition of what? Somebody needs to get paid. I got it. They say they may not wear headgear. Remember we were talking about Jerry Cooney, our friend?
Yes.
Listen, I hope they cancel this. I hope they cancel it. Just like they did the other one. It's good publicity. I got you. If you're doing it for charity, that's even better. But that's crazy, right?
Well, listen, there's everything is great. Sports in general is great. We have a question from BJ McNamara asking, Danny, where are the Blue Jays going to play this year? And I'll tell you what, as of the time you asked that question all of about 30 seconds ago, the Blue Jays have no place to go. Just like Matt Foley, the motivational speaker from Saturday Night Live, the Blue Jays might as well be living in a van down by the river and be thrice divorced. They have no home, and they were just told that they will not be allowed to play in Pennsylvania. They will not be allowed to play in Pittsburgh. Canada doesn't seem to want them.
But they want the NHL.
Yes, they want the NHL. And speaking of the NHL, there is a new NHL team for people out there that might not know about it, going to play in, guess which city, Commodore? It's a coastal city that doesn't have an NHL team.
Oh, no.
All right, I'll just tell you because you'll never get it. It's the Seattle Kraken. Right. That's right. So it's the Seattle Kraken, and they will be the Kraken. Unleash the Kraken. I like it.
Unleash the Kraken.
They have an anchor. Doesn't matter. Cool. Yeah, but that's cool. That's a name. Now hold on. We can get a team in the NHL in a city.
I don't like the way you have this Commodore thing here blocking my picture on a TV, by the way. I don't like it. You're just being ridiculous. I can be ridiculous. It's what I do. You know, I am ridiculous. And listen, we were talking before about minor league baseball. Let's not forget Zach Greinert out of Tottenville. He's back down to Scranton and Trenton. He's in the pool for the New York Yankees. He may be coming up. And he's got a good shot at coming up because, Danny, I'll tell you something. In a 60-game sprint over 67 days, watch these puppies start falling down like thoroughbreds, okay?
Absolutely.
Between that, COVID, pulled muscles, and everything else, as I said, hands-on early on here, next player up. There's a lot of opportunities out there for a lot of kids coming out of high school, college, minor leagues in the past to make it to the show. And when
I'll tell you what.
To the show,
loosen up, Commodore. You might be starting first base for the Mets come the end of the summer. They're going to be having open tryouts out there in Queens, the way players are going to be ducking and diving, injuries, COVID, and who knows what kind of suspensions you may have from players violating new rules. Nobody cares. 6:46 p.m. on the hour, just about 14 minutes away, 19 minutes away from the first pitch of the Major League Baseball season. Commodore asking for your closing remarks so I can get the hell out of here.
Let's go, Yanks. Come on, Metsies. I'm glad baseball's back. I really am. I love to listen to it. I'm going to listen to tonight's Yankee game. I'm going to listen to the game tonight. I'm going to listen to John Sterling and Susan Waldman tonight because I haven't heard them yet. I want to see how they're doing with no fans, etc., and maybe learn something here that we could use because we don't have any fans either, Dan. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm happy. I'm very happy that I haven't heard Susan Waldman's voice in the last 2 months. It's been an absolute dream come true. Second thing I'd like to say is I wonder how many sheets to the wind Sterling's going to be in the booth tonight. And also, one of our listeners, Vinny Maniscalco, just putting this remark up on the screen. He predicts no World Series this year as too many players will be going down. So,
oh, wow. That's nice, Vinny. Yeah.
Really,
fish out there? You catch any fish on that boat of yours yet?
Yeah. Way to keep the glass half full, listeners. Thanks, as always, for your insight. Commodore, it's been a fantastic show. We'll be back in a few days. Enjoy sports this weekend. Bet the parlay, as the bookie says.
Yo, listen, I think DeGrom's got a good shot at another Cy Young, and I think it could be two New York teams, American League and National League Cy Young winners here, if they have a Cy Young, if they have a batting champion. Everything is an if. With 60 games, how could you declare a Cy Young or a batting champion? We went through all of this stuff before, folks. Nobody knows, and you know what? Nobody cares. Baseball's back. We love it.
That's right, baby. Baseball is back. We love it. And we'll have a full recap next week. Get your booze ready.
NBA.
That's right. We got NBA, MLB all weekend. We're super excited about it. I'm pumped.
Famous, man.
Famous Amos, man. Now listen, we're gonna be catching up with him, and that's it. Commodore, say goodnight to all your spams. We got to go watch some sports, baby.
Good night to all my spams. Hello out there in the zoo, my Jersey girls, the crew at the Ocean Yacht Club, everybody at the YMCA. I miss you.
Hey, that's right, everybody. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports saying have a safe weekend. Nobody cares. We'll be back with a recap from all the sports this weekend, if you could believe it. Tell the missus, not now, honey. The game is on. That's it. We'll be Hollywood swinging. The Dodgers playing this evening against the San Francisco Giants. The bookie has officially jinxed the Yankees. Bet on the Nationals. This has been another fantastic production of Nobody Cares Sports Show here on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mangan Media. We'll see you all next week. Stay safe for the love of God. Nobody cares. Drink up, folks.